And good morning, my fellow tugboat builders, and Merry Christmas. My name's Brian, and you are now in my basement. This is where I am building the Yorkshireman. Now, I am a little farther along, and this is the first one I'm showing on this video. What I'm currently doing is I'm making strips, supports, if you will. Okay, these are the strips. There's actually 3 of them here. Don't know if you can see that too clearly, but there's 3 strips of the 6x3s. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm adding another floor to the interior of the Yorkshireman, just below the superstructure. This being the floor, just picture this as the floor. And what I'm putting on this floor is a mixer that helps evenly control the motors, and also what it does is helps you when you're into extreme turns. It slows down one motor, speeds up the other, so when you're at full rudder turn, it helps to make that turn even much smoother operation and make a better turn. So what I'm doing is adding this floor for that piece, and then I'm also going to be adding some servos on that floor as well. So this is the floor, like I'm saying. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting this on top, just like that. Take the other one, that one on the bottom. What that's doing is so I can take that floor and take it out if I choose. The floor will be sliding. Be a sliding floor. So if I needed to remove it, I can. I don't want to glue it in. The reason for that is just below that floor I have my battery, my 2 motors, electronic speed control units. There will be 3 of them, by the way. 1 for each motor and 1 for the bow thruster. Them will be installing sometime in the near future. Okay. And I am planning to, this I would recommend to all you guys out there, or women, or even young children and women that are into building RC boats, or any RC of that type, or any kind. This here is, as what it says, it's called Bolt Watch. It's from Tower Hobbies. And what that does is, what it says it does, it watches your volts. All you do is push this little button down here, right there, push that, and this scale lights up and lets you know where you're at in volt wise. If you're down to 6 volt, being you have a 12 volt battery, mind you, if you're down to 6 volt, you may want to recharge the battery, or less, again, you still have some time being on the water or land, as it may. So it's a good idea to have that. Dominic! And that's my daughter here. Okay. Yeah. So if you're building a model that's an RC type of any kind, be it plane, boat, car, whatever you're using, that'd be a good item to have on your on your model or your RC unit, just so you know how much volts is in there, if you have spacing for it. If you don't have spacing for it, well, you don't have it. So that's a cheap way of finding out. There is other devices that is either built in your radio control unit, or you can get for your radio control that monitors the voltage. You should always know how many volts is in your battery before it goes dead, and don't want that because it ruins the battery. That's pretty much it there. So I'll give you a sneak peek on what I'm doing. Just remember, this is just a cam, and that's on my laptop. So this is why I have to pick it up. Okay, quick look. There's the floor. You can see my battery underneath of it. My motors are there. Okay. Alright. And I'm going to be installing a bilge pump. You may be able to see that there as well. And also, I will be installing another 12-volt battery. And that primarily will be running my lights. The reason for that is I'll be able to stay on the water a lot longer. I have one to mainly operate the motors and the controls, and the other one control the accessories such as lights or whatever else you may want. Okay. Like I said, I'm making that floor to retract for obvious reasons. The motor burns out, battery burns out, anything of that nature, or you have a problem, you got to take that out, or you don't want to be hacking that thing out after it's glued in, and that's why you don't want to glue it. You want to be able to make it move in and out. Alright, now coming at you live from my basement to you guys or girls, where I am building a mighty fine tug. I do already have one, by the way. You can see the little parts of it there. There it is right there. That's the AZs. I built that 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. Only had it on the water like maybe 6 times. There is a video out there for it if you wish to find it. Just go to RC, just type in search RC tugs, and you'll see one of mine, AZ tug, and then you'll also have another one. There's a few out there. One's I think's called Red Pelican. You can check him out too. He's got a pretty cool video. Alright, again, coming to you live from my basement. That's Brian's basement, mind you, where I am making some mighty fine tugs. Later.